Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about New Warriors, the jettisoned Hulu live action version that people are probably wondering where it is, if they remembered it existed. Yeah, it's not happening. It's been canceled. And the reason for its cancellation, according to the showrunner, was that it was too gay. They think
Maybe it's just because people don't really care about these characters.
It could possibly have anything to do with that. Could possibly have anything to do with the fact that Marvel was completely reorganized. The Jeff Loeb was out the door, and Kevin Feige was brought in, and all those Hulu shows basically got axed.
Yeah, that's what happened with the Netflix shows too. So
yeah, that they were trying to consolidate everything. Couldn't possibly have anything to do with that. No, it was too gay. Even though Marvel themselves came up with the new Warriors. The new Warriors, Snowflake and Safespace. And I don't think this book has ever come out. I think it went down the memory hole. I've been checking, and I think they just sort of quietly canceled it. You know, of course, with what we have, 307,000 downvotes to 6,000 upvotes.
Couldn't because of that.
Couldn't possibly.
Nobody thought that was a good idea. Somehow you literally offended everyone.
Yeah.
With those characters. Like, you literally found a way to piss everyone off. It was amazing. I mean, you united the fandom.
You did.
In one glorious way.
You did. So congratulations,
to
Marvel.
And Kibblesmith.
To Kibblesmith, yeah. So, I think the cancellation went down about the same time as this, about the same time that Kevin Feige was put in charge of all of Marvel. But yeah, sure, let's say that it was too gay for Hulu. Hulu, have you seen some of the shows on Hulu? Not saying that's not what happened, but this is one guy's opinion. So we're going to talk about that. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 234,000 subs.
Woohoo!
Thank you for the support. We talk about Disney, we talk about comics, we talk about Marvel, whatever interests us that day, and mostly we talk about the drama associated.
Yeah, mostly it's drama. It's like a soap opera. We review the news so you don't have to.
And when projects get canceled, get gone, whatever, usually after the NDA is up, people come out of the woodwork and they start complaining.
Oh, they do, yes.
About why. Like clockwork. Like, okay, when's my NDA up? Next month. Okay, I've already got my tweets ready. And usually it's some form of, it was canceled because I was XYZ kind of person, or they didn't like this kind of thing. It's never like, it was canceled because we looked at it and it sucked.
I mean, and it's possible that played into it. I mean, I'm not saying
it sucked.
Well, no, that it was canceled because because whatever type of person. But given Disney and the way they've been behaving, and Marvel and the way they've been behaving, I doubt that, or it doesn't seem as likely as restructuring, or they were canceling these kinds of shows.
Yeah.
Or because maybe it wasn't very good, or they didn't think there'd be demand for it, or whatever. But
Yeah. So this is one guy's opinion. He's the showrunner of what happened. Now, what's interesting, and I didn't connect it, that the Squirrel Girl actress is.
I was like, oh my gosh, it's the AT&T girl.
The AT&T girl was going to play Squirrel Girl, and they actually have some footage of her doing backflips and stuff in costume. It looks absolutely ridiculous. But
I thought she was cute, honestly.
But she actually would make
She looked like the character, and I thought she looked cute. It was like a much better version than some of the comic book versions of Squirrel Girl we've seen. I thought she looked adorable, personally.
So this is coming from the Mary Sue. We got a version out here in Digital Spy. Talking about how the comics and all that have gone through a lot of changes. Marvel's seen enormous critical and financial success. Not all their ideas make it from development to small screen. They were going to do adventures in the theater. They were going to do a Ghost Rider show, a Hellstrom show. MODOK finally came out and it's terrible.
Well, a lot of people like it. I mean,
really?
They do. A lot of people like it.
I thought it was very unfunny.
We only watched a little bit of it, and then we just couldn't handle it anymore because we thought this was just lame. It was like, to us, it was lame. You might like it, and if you do, that is completely fine. But we don't like it, and that is also completely fine. Maybe we would like it more if we watched more. I just didn't want to sit through more of it to see if I liked it.
Yeah, I watched the first episode, and I'm like, this is like really, really bad Robot Chicken. Like,
I'm also not a big fan of Patton Oswalt, so a lot of people are. I'm just not. It has nothing to do with politics. I just think he's kind of a weenie.
I wish he would stay off of Twitter. Just stay off.
I don't even read his tweets. I just always found him kind of grating.
Yeah.
So I had nothing to do with his politics because I don't really pay attention to what those are.
Oh, how can you not pay attention? That's all he talks about. Is
it really?
Yeah, pretty much. Just
I've heard,
politics.
but I haven't actually looked at it because, I just try to avoid that kind of stuff because I don't want to have to hear it every day.
It's best to avoid celebrities who only tweet about politics because what's going to happen is, one way or the other, every time you see them on screen, even if you like them, you're going to think about all these dumbass tweets that they made.
And they might agree with you now, but they might say one thing that makes you mad later on. And it's just, I don't even pay attention, honestly.
Yeah. Anyway.
I learned that lesson long ago.
Freeform canceled New Warriors, a series that focused on a group of young, superpowered adults learning to use their powers. Leading the team was Squirrel Girl, played by the AT&T girl. And,
yes, I said. I was like, it's the AT&T girl.
And they had Mr. Immortal, Night Thrasher, Speedball. They were original members. Microbe and Debris. It didn't go well. So this is the showrunner, I guess. Beagle. His name's Kevin Beagle. He did Cougar Town and Enlisted. He's taken to Twitter to share clips from the unaired pilot and air his grievances about the fate of the series. Dude, you better be done with Disney because...
you are now.
You are now. You are now. He tweeted that the show was canceled before airing because a singular power that B killed the show because it was too gay. A rich, straight Brentwood turd. He added that the executive was later fired. Beagle also tweeted footage of Vaintrub? I don't know. Lily
I don't know. Here's the thing, though. He's like, he was later fired. And I'm like, but that might have anything to do with this. And it's like, and if he was fired, it still didn't bring the show back, did it?
Yeah, because
one person got it canceled. I find that weird. Like, one person has that much say.
Yeah. I'm sitting here it's I don't know, because this is exactly what Disney is going for now. Mm-hmm. So I think there were probably more problems than
just this one thing.
It probably it was either too expensive.
Even when it was happening, Disney was already starting to lean that way. So I doubt very much. I don't know. Who knows? It could be.
Oh, all the tweets were deleted since then. Oh, Mary Sue. Beagle joking that Ryan Reynolds has taken control of his account. So this is what Lily, the AT&T girl, looked like. This is what she looked like as Squirrel Girl.
Of course, that's a stand-in tail.
I really hope to God that's not the actual costume.
And there's a puppet.
Tippy Toes.
Yep. I think she looks cute.
She makes a good Squirrel Girl.
She's adorable.
I remember people were, look, she's geeking out over Iron Man. I know people were very angry that Barb from Stranger Things did not.
I remember that, yes. Girl. Yeah, but she looks cute.
She looks sufficiently Squirrel Girl-esque. No
red hair, but
Yeah, it's okay. Can't all be perfect. Anyway.
Surprised she's not black.
So here's the footage. Here's the footage of her doing cartwheels as Squirrel Girl. Oh, backflip as Squirrel Girl. Well.
She's doing walkovers.
See, I don't gymnastic, so I don't know these things. It all looks like cartwheels to me. Anyway, there we go.
That's a flip.
Then
she was doing walkovers.
Yeah, so apparently the show was wrongfully iced for being too gay. Look, I'm not saying that didn't happen. Tippy the squirrel.
It was a puppet, but I wish it was a real squirrel. I love squirrels.
Tippy toe. Okay, that, I'm kind of like.
That's cute.
I would rather see a Squirrel Girl show on Disney Plus than some of the other stuff they have lined up.
That's not untrue.
I would rather, because I think they could have a hell of a lot of fun with Squirrel Girl. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe, look, here's the thing. Maybe part of the plan was like, hey, Squirrel Girl, we think she's popular. I don't think she actually is popular, but they've tried to make her out to be popular.
Yeah. They tried to make a lot of characters.
But they're like, we're gonna make Squirrel Girl stick, so we're gonna do a Squirrel Girl show on Disney Plus, but we're gonna do it differently and give it a proper budget. And
I don't think I really care about seeing Squirrel Girl, but I definitely want to see a Tippy show.
Tippy Toe, the series.
I would watch Tippy Toe, the series.
Oh, he's actually kind of freaking cute. Anyway, so yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying it's too gay. But again, I just want to remind you.
This is one person said it.
This is the showrunner who's very, very salty.
But it's a showrunner. So, I mean...
look, there are a lot of reasons why things get canceled, and sometimes it does come down to one or two people. I think that just armchair observation, all this went down when there was all this restructuring with Marvel, and they're pushing everything over to Disney Plus, and it might, there's backlash for again, these characters, these new Warriors are not the new Warriors in the show. The characters in the show are the old team or part of the old team and, some of the new team, but not these characters. And
what about they greenlight a show of this?
Oh my God. What if that's what's happening? What they're like, what? Look at all the views. Over 1 million views on this trailer. Never mind the 300,000 downvotes. Over 1 million views on this trailer. Let's do New Warriors this way.
They would totally do this because when they have meetings, like you have to give them the good news and the positive things before you can give any negative. So for every negative you want to give, you have to give positives first. So they would totally lead a meeting. We should do this New Warriors TV show. Why? It got 1.5 million views on YouTube. We got a lot of views off this.
There's interest.
Lots of interest.
Never mind the vocal minority of 300,000 people.
People were really united over this show as well.
They were. Everybody talked about this show.
And they were in agreement.
And people were pre-ordering books like crazy because they thought it was going to go for a lot of money because these characters, these are very much current year characters, and this is what people want. And look at all the check boxes we hit, all the representation. These 5 characters. Mm-hmm.
So we should do that.
We should totally do this.
And that's totally how a meeting would go.
It would. And they'd be like, yeah, let's greenlight. Because you know what? They don't care if the comic's popular. They will make the characters popular. That, Ms. Marvel, how many times has she been canceled? And she's getting her own show. And they're putting her in a movie. They don't care.
They haven't even waited to see the show would do well.
No, they're like, Ms. Marvel, they're going to...
We're going to do whether you like it or not, man, babies.
Their long-term plan with the Marvel ladies was that when you think Marvel, you're going to think Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel. That's what you're going to think of. That's what they want you to think. Like, it's the Marvel universe because of
the
Carol
women
Danvers.
That just showed up. And that's how they're going to brand it, going forward. They're going to be like, it's all about Carol. I don't know.
She started the Avengers, kind of.
Speaking of all about Carol, I think it's funny that they're only talking, for the most part, all about Squirrel Girl. They aren't really mentioning... The other characters are there, but they don't mention them much in the articles. Have you noticed that?
I don't even know what went down. I don't even know who's playing the other characters. I mean, all I heard about before the drama and before the cancellation was, people were mad that Squirrel Girl wasn't Barb.
That's all I remember about it, too.
Yeah, I didn't realize...
That's all I remember about the talk.
I didn't know her name, so I didn't realize it was the AT&T girl. But I'm like, no, that's actually a pretty good choice. But, so that's what the showrunner's saying. It was canceled because it was too gay. I think there probably were other issues.
Meanwhile, that seems to be if it's called too gay, that seems to be a plus in Hollywood and in studios and Disney, especially right now. I mean, that today would get greenlit and put right through. Well,
what probably happened is they sat down with Marvel at Disney and they were like, yeah, hey, that new Warrior show, we're going to have to pull the plug on because it's a little gay. Oh, that's too bad. No, we want to bring it back, but we need to make it a lot more gay than it is.
Pretty much.
It can't just be a little gay. It's got to be really fucking gay.
It's got to make that Q-Force look,
Oh yeah, these kids, this is the future, man.
You know that cringe on Q-Force. You need to up that cringe.
People are talking about Q-Force. You see how many articles people are writing about Q-Force? No, you didn't, because nobody's talking about it.
You need to get in there and you need to stereotype the hell out of it more.
That's right. All those non-binary grade school kids are going to be rocking Snowflake and Safespace lunch boxes, lunch pails. Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's because that's what they do.
Light up sneakers.
That's what Hollywood keeps doing, is they keep taking characters and then just focus on stereotypes. And it just blows my mind. Like, Q-Force was like this, like their main identifier is how gay they are. And it's like, but yes, and
gay people hated it. They were like, this is so bad.
And what else? What else about them? Well, they're gay. Okay.
And they're spies.
And
they're gay spies. Did we mention they're gay spies?
That's what keeps happening. I don't know. We'll see.
This guy
is watch a Tippy Toe show.
Yeah, we don't see enough shows with squirrels in it. I mean, we need like, it would be like Benji or something, but with a squirrel instead of a dog. That's a puppet instead of a real squirrel. With a girl dressed like a squirrel in it.
Yeah,
we need more
go.
shows like that.
Yeah.
Like The Greatest American Hero, if The Greatest American Hero was a girl dressed like a squirrel.
Okay, that would actually kind of be funny though, maybe.
I would watch that.
I would watch that too. Anyway, can we wrap this up because I have things to do.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.